welcome back to another episode of Cerebral Snacks. My name's Dion.
And my name is Ali. Today we're going to be talking about airplane wings.
It's kind of awesome how we can get 500,000-pound chunks of metal up soaring in the sky like birds.
It takes a lot of science and a lot of engineering to get these marvels of mechanics working. And frankly, that science can get kind of complicated kind of quickly. So today we're going to simplify one aspect of flight for you guys, airplane wings and how they work. Before we learn about wings, we first need to learn about Bernoulli's Principle.
Bernoulli's Principle was discovered by Daniel Bernoulli. Daniel Bernoulli was a Swiss mathematician and physicist. He discovered Bernoulli's Principle in the mid-1700s.
What he found out was that in any fluid like air, water, ketchup, mustard, relish, geez, I want a sandwich right now. In any case, what he found out was that in any fluid, velocity and pressure are inversely proportionate to each other. So like the high velocity air over the top of the wing creates a low...
Wait. In English, please?
Oh, sorry. What Bernoulli found is that in a fluid like air, for example, you can either have high pressure or high velocity, one or the other. You can't have both. If you want high pressure, you need to give up some velocity or speed. If you want high speed, you got to give up some pressure. It's one or the other, which means they're inversely proportionate. So how can Bernoulli's principle be applied to airplane wings? Well, if you were to chop an airplane wing in half and look at it from the side, you would see this shape. This is what an airplane wing looks like. So when the air hits the wing from the front over here, it gets split, literally split in half. So an air molecule on the top and an air molecule on the bottom gets split. And air doesn't like being split. So the air molecules will want to try to meet up at the end together. So they both have to travel across the whole wing in the same amount of time as each other. And when we measured it out, the top curved section is 13 inches and the bottom section is 11 inches in our diagram here. And just the same way, if you're driving and you wanted to drive 15 miles in 1 hour, you have to drive 15 miles an hour. And if you want to drive 30 miles in the same 1 hour, you'd have to drive 30 miles an hour. So, as we can see over here, the air on top has to travel 13 inches in the same amount of time it takes the air at the bottom to only go 11 inches. So it needs to go faster on top, and the air at the bottom doesn't need to go as fast. And as Bernoulli's principle stated, the air that's going faster on top has a lower pressure, and the air that's going slower on the bottom has a higher pressure. And because of that pressure difference, the high pressure pushes the wing up, and the low pressure sucks the wing up. So the whole wing goes upwards, pulling the whole airplane with it. Now if you understand how this works, and just turn it upside down, now we have high pressure on the top and low pressure on the bottom. This is what a spoiler is on a car. You've seen on a NASCAR, Formula 1 racing. The wing is pushed into the ground instead of up into the air, and this would give cars a little bit more traction.
So if you understand this, you'll pass your science test with flying colors.
Okay, that was kind of good. Actually, I gotta hand that to you. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have a question you want us to answer in the future. See our last video? Click right there. And I'll see you next week with how airplane engines work.